it shouldn't be a sensitive issue as of this time around. This issue of erecting a statue of Remy Tinubu and Tinubu erecting a university on his name is not the major issue. The major prevailing issue right now is one, insecurity. Nobody is safe anymore in Yoruba land. I mean, the entire Southwest has been, subjected to this menace of insecurity in the town, menace of insecurity in the farmland, menace of insecurity all over Yoruba highlands, forest, in Ondo, Ore, Ibadan Express, and so on and so forth. All these areas are being infiltrated by Fulani terrorists who are rearing their cows on people's farm, shooting farmers, killing travelers along Ibadan Express. These are one of the major sensitive issues going on across Southwest, across Nigeria now. Then secondly, you have southeastern Nigeria, whereby Fulani herdsmen have already infiltrated the whole farmland, the whole forest, the whole highways, everywhere in the town, kidnapping, at least collecting ransom, in millions from the Igbos. And again, the farmers are being maimed and killed. You can see recently, let me say not up to a year plus now, how clergy, I mean, reverend fathers, pastors were being shot in the church in the southeast, how travelers have been kidnapped, across the town. I think you understand these are the major issues that should be of very, very important and essential within the country. It has nothing, the issue at hand, it has nothing for like somebody celebrating himself as if he's dead. If Oni of Ife could erect the statue of Tinubu in Ibadan or in Oyo State, or erect statue of Mrs. Tinubu, that is Oluremi, it is just indicating that they want her dead. Yes, you don't erect your statue while you're alive. All those are monumental things you put down as a legacy when you die. So when you die and your image have been molded, I don't know what I'm saying, molded, it means they keep it for your own remembrance, just memorial. If you ask me something, it used to be a memorial structure. I don't know what I understand. So I don't know how officials, I mean federal officials, official structure and the state structure are in support of someone erecting a statue of a person that is still alive. I'm telling you, it is very, very erring. It is a mistake. It is a tragedy of mistake. Then again, Tinubu himself erect a university, an institution of higher learning in his name, when he's not cleared himself of certificate forgery saga. I think he's trying to epitomize examination malpractices and certificate, forgery, as an institution in Nigeria. Someone that has not come out outrightly with a certificate of a higher institution, he at least presumptuously or presumably or attended. I think you understand. Coming out with an institution of learning on his name while he is still alive. I think the university authorities, I think they should do something about it. I mean, the academic section and academic, authority of the universities of Nigeria, they should all come together and discuss it out. You don't erect your name. You don't build this university, on your own name. Instead of, there are our heroes in the past that are dead already. They are the ones that should be represented by erection of such,
do you mean Tinubu is not an hero?
No, it's not a hero. Tinubu is a forger, is a mandate thief. Is an embezzler. Tinubu is an institution of corruption in Nigeria. What are you saying? He's across Africa. He's not everywhere in the world. Your president forged a certificate. We've known how far that forgery has gone to assassinate the characters of Nigerian residents everywhere in the world. Nigerian residents in America, they are being harassed in their working places because of the forgery or certificate of your president. So it's not supposed to be in the position of, yes, you. Because as of me, I don't think such a person is worth celebrating or erecting an institution on his name. It is quite wrong, and Nigerians are dying of hunger. You are building a university. Nigerians are dying of hunger. Someone is erecting Oluremi Tinubu statue somewhere in Oyo State. I'm telling you, the whole things are interwoven.
I wonder why they raised the statue for Remi Tinubu. What legacy?
I'm telling you that.
Maybe I'm not aware. Maybe you are.
You are aware? No, I saw it. It's already Oni of Ife.
What are the legacies?
I don't know. The legacies should be honestly, told to all Nigerians by Oni of Ife. That young man, I always praise him. I always like him. I have always, dedicated my love to that man, young man, Oni of Ife. But today I'm seeing it on social media. There's a breaking news. He has erected a structure, a statue, as high as over 200 feet. Significantly to remember Oluremi Tinubu for what? What legacy is that? Erecting a structure. I think the young man, the young paramount ruler should have channeled that fund to a better things in the society. At least using that fund to give the less privileged, the motherless babies, and the people that are needed it most in Nigeria should be imperative or paramount. It's not about just erecting a statue on behalf of a woman that is still alive and the whole Nigerians are not happy with her. I'm telling you, see, erection of that statue or structure because of Oluremi Tinubu, if you ask me, it is too fallible. It is a tragedy of mistake. Nigerians don't know themselves. Even the paramount rulers like Oni of Ife could, get it wrong at this point in time. It is a critical time whereby Nigerians are subjected to all manners of hardship, economic situation that is so excruciating, and the insecurity that still remains so porous. And if you ask me, I'll tell you, manipulatable. So nothing to write home about a first lady indeed, that is not worth it. A mandate that is illegitimate. Okay, let me tell you, we don't get it. Our Nigerian political system, Nigerian society, corruption is a norm here. Embezzlement is a norm. Some persons that are claiming to be at the helm of leadership, they have actually been getting it wrong. They are misinterpreting the meaning, accurate meaning of charismatic leadership. It has eluded us here in Nigeria. Tinubu erecting an institution of higher learning in his name. It is spelled doom. It is spelled doom. Ask me why.
Why?
Dollars equivalent to 1,800 naira is just one. Nigerian currency has degenerated to $1 to 1,008, and you are erecting a statue on behalf of Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. That is so. If you ask me, I will tell you, it's one of these animal stories. All those characters we read on Asepso, all those animal characterized, stories. I think Nigerian leadership, Nigerian people, our society is a norm to follow the wrong way.
Well, in the National Assembly, I mean, we tend to forget, or we tend to question if this is truly a democracy, because this issue of Tinubu having his way, just yesterday people questioned Tinubu that where is he, and then Onanuga came out to say that yes, Tinubu is observing his 2 weeks annual leave and he can go to anywhere he likes, that nobody should question him. I mean, this was the aggressive and demeaning responses Nigeria got from Bayo Onanuga, just because people said, where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Yeah, from on the side of Onanuga, that's the highest demeanor, if you ask me. It's too demeaning, as you just said it. And again, the question if we are actually in a democratic dispensation by the lawmakers, both higher and the upper one, and even Nigerians, is a true question that is obtainably answerable. It's not a rhetorical question. Let me answer you. We are not in a democratic dispensation. What is going on presently, the kind of government we are running in this part of the world is kleptocracy, yahootocracy, nepotocracy. I don't know what I understand. A situation whereby the ruling classes are not giving projects to the people who have the competence on the merit to handle such projects. Then again, what about appointment? As a matter of fact, people that are being appointed or elected illegally into certain positions have nothing to write home about the competence of handling such ministry, commission, that position. So what I'm trying to say here is everything that is happening within this dispensation is based on compensational. So that's why I say it is a transactional government, and you can see favoritism, nepotism, tribalism, at least ethnic bigotry is not left out. So we don't have a clear democracy here. What we have is a clannish clans. A clannish clan, I mean, is kinsmen. Yeah. Kinsmen kind of democracy. I put you because you are my nephew. I appoint you because you helped me as a policeman when I was in the hospital as an orderly following me. So when I'm exalted into a higher position, I invite you over to become a police IG. Such shouldn't be. It is transactional and the compensational. So what they are doing, they have just turned their back on professionalism and the prowess as well as expertise. You don't appoint a man to work under Ministry of Power while he originally, as a staff, let me not use the word staff, he originally, as in his certificate, portends, let's say, a legal luminary, someone that read law, a legal expert. You are appointing him to handle Ministry of Power, production, Ministry of Power, scale and productivity. How can it can work now? He did not read it. He doesn't know that is not the discipline where he belonged, or he at least studied in the school. You give it to someone that is good on agriculture. You just go through people's at least documents before you give them an appointment. And after all, such a person must be screened at the higher legislative chamber for them to know actually if he could handle that position well, or if he had experience of that position in the past. That is how I'm of the fact United States government works. They appoint you based on your document, based on your past experience. I don't really understand. America cannot just come and give us somebody a minister of justice, attorney general of federation, where you don't have any knowledge of law. They don't do that. They must make sure that you must have held a particular position like that in the past and you actually performed. I don't really understand. And they should go along to make investigation in your school, high school you attended in the past. I don't really understand. Your performances, your academic performances will give you a better upper hand if they want to just employ you in any ministries. That's it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Raphael. Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Let's go to the second.